Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building. Been trying to get this young man on here for quite some time, but that's how life is sometimes. Without further ado,
Mhm.
Jay, Jeremiah the actor.
Yo, all
Nice to meet y'all. Nice to meet y'all,
right,
man.
nice to meet you, bro.
Man, what's up, man? I met this dude in Chicago along with William. Cool dude. Man, when I was gonna tell you and William, everybody else that was there, y'all welcomed me with open arms, and it was dope and cool just to meet y'all when I met y'all in Chicago, man. And I felt like
Yeah,
old part of y'all, so yeah.
yeah, man. It was real nice to meet you, man. Like the way it happened, it was like perfect. Like we ain't know each other from a can of paint, bro. Like it just happened, bro. And like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
man, we've been cool ever since, man. It was
yeah,
perfect.
yeah, man. Been cool ever since. And Jay just recently got a. I was praying for this man, dude. He recently had deal with COVID, and he was
Yeah,
under the weather and everything. So happy that you are feeling better and healthier.
yeah,
That's what's up.
Trust I understand.
definitely. That was
That's
my.
what's
I
up.
think this was my second time getting it, even though I was vaccinated. And this one it felt like it hit harder. It took a while. I feel like I've been sick this whole year basically already. Even when
Really?
I recently just went to LA, I was low key sick a little bit. Then I came back, it just hit worse.
I
But
think we
yeah,
all done
man.
caught it at least once or twice.
Yeah. The first time I didn't know I had it because I didn't have
Right,
any symptoms. Second
right.
time recently, oh man, I felt that one.
Ooh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
can't stand it. Can't stand it, man. Well,
Yeah,
like I said, we glad that you're feeling good, feeling healthy.
for
And
sure.
thanks for joining us on the show, man. Bright and early like the orange juice, bro. You here now, man. So let's get into these questions. Man.
Let's get it.
So we always ask, I guess, what got you
Um,
started with this journey, man? What's your story in acting? What got you started?
oh man, my story is I was a shy kid growing up. I didn't talk to nobody. I was really to myself a lot. And I believe it was when I was 13 years old. I went to my church's summer camp. It was a performing arts camp, and I met a lot of good people there that's still friends to this day. And like they kind of pushed me to like act because we had to put on a showcase at the end of the summer before everybody went to school and everything like that. And ever since then, man, I just fell in love with it. Like I started opening up more in my regular life, and then like I just wanted to do it. I stopped doing it for a little bit because I was focused on like basketball and everything like that because I wanted to play that. That was always my plan A. Plan B was really like nursing school and everything like that. And then, man, I remember one time when I was like 16, it hurt me so hard because at the end of camp, we had like this award ceremony of the best actor, and I was nominated for it. And my other friend, who I'm friends to this day, he was nominated as well, and I didn't win, and it really hurt me. Like I
Hmm.
never felt that pain before, and everybody kept coming up to me like, "You should have won. You should have won. You should have won." I was like, "Yeah, I know, but it is what it is." But I remember going home and then like, "Man, I don't want to do it no more," and I
Hmm.
stopped doing it at 16. I stopped. I didn't want to do it no more. I didn't have the confidence and nothing like that. So I focused strictly on basketball, focused on school and everything like that. And then I had my son when I was 22, 23. I couldn't play basketball no more. My knees wasn't the same as it was, 4 or 5 years ago. Didn't want to do nursing school because I feel like I was doing it for somebody else. And
Hmm.
then I realized like, what do I really want to do? I had to figure something out. And when I realized that, I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. It took me 2 years to really start because I started back in 2021 professionally, got
Hmm.
signed and everything like that. And I found the love again. I found the confidence again. I felt like I was me. So I've been through a lot. Um,
Yeah.
Homeless at like 15. When I was 9 years old, I'm not supposed to be here. When I was 9 years old, man, I was supposed to die. Like
Hmm.
Wow.
literally. I was in the hospital for it was like 3 weeks before Christmas time. I was 9 years old, and they didn't know what was wrong with me. I had really bad stomach pain, really bad back. I couldn't walk. They admitted me into the hospital. I was in the hospital for like 3, 4 weeks.
Hmm.
They
Wow.
didn't know what was wrong with me. To this day, they still don't know because it happened again when I was 18. And at that time, when I was 18, I was homeless again. That was my second time being homeless. So it was a lot of things that came into play, like that made me who I am today and pushed me to where I'm supposed to be at right now. So I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed.
That's good.
Man, that's what's up.
Man,
That's
thank you for
what's
sharing
up, brother.
that with us. Yeah, thank you for sharing that with us, man.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we didn't know. I didn't know, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need to hear that right there. You know, from how you homeless and everything else, and where you at now, man. That's like
That's a journey. That's a journey. That's the blessing in the storm right there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, man.
So let me ask you this. So describe that feeling when you booked your first gig. Like, was you nervous? Was you excited? Was you just like, okay, let's go, let's amped up?
Man. Oh man, I don't even know, man. Like my first gig, like professionally, is different from when I did something independently. When I did something independently, me and a group of guys, we made a movie on YouTube. It has over 1 million views. It's called Bound, the Chicago story, about everything that goes in Chicago, different things, stuff like that. That feeling was okay because I was getting praise from everybody, and that's what really took me to the place where I need to be at. Like, I want to do this professionally now. So when I booked my first gig professionally, man, I was on top of the world. Like, I felt like can't nobody say nothing to me, nothing like that. It was actually Chicago PD, by the way. And man, I was nervous as crap on set though. But after everything, went through, I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Like you get that feeling like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because it's like a high that you can't get.
Yeah.
Once you're there, that high is going to instantly carry on to everything else next. You're going to want to keep getting that high. Like it was amazing high, bro. And I don't smoke or anything like that. So I don't know what it is to feel like high, but that felt like what everybody else be feeling.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
What you like? What you like to do on your downtime besides play basketball? Because I can still, once a hooper is always a hooper.
Always a hooper. Yeah. I still do that a lot. But downtime, man, I like to write. I write poems, write short stories. I'm currently writing a short film. It's a horror movie right now. And play video games. That's my main thing. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So now since you in the, because we both got a little gamer in us, all three of us.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite game?
That's tough. Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy is
Didn't we?
the game. I'm sorry, that's the
We-
game right now. Like when I say I'm addicted to that game, like that's part of the reason I stayed up too late last night, because I was supposed to start studying.
Okay, hold on. Before you go any further, right? We just was talking about that game during our last, segment or whatever.
Oh wow.
Right? Let me ask you this question. You a fan of Harry Potter? You like Harry
I'm
Potter?
a big fan.
There
Like
you go.
I put my girl on it. Like she was glued to it now.
All right.
She still got to finish the last 2 movies, but I told her like, look, let me know when you're ready, because I'm ready. And like she didn't understand when this game came out. She didn't understand. I told her like, look, I'm sorry. I need to play this game. I love you. You know I love you. I'm be here for you regardless. I need to play this game.
Oh man.
Well, that answers my question, James.
We got to get Harry Potter now. We got to get it.
We got to watch the movie. I'm so cool. I can't get into Harry Potter. That's why I was like, it's a big craze about this game. So I'm like, man, I would love to play it, but I'm just not a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah, once you get into the movies, like after you get through the first 2, you're gonna be glued. Like you're gonna be glued. Okay. You gotta have no distractions though. Like you gotta be focused on it basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man. See now I gotta see that. I gotta get man.
You gotta get that Harry Potter going now.
We just talking about it.
We was talking about it.
I was like, because like no lie, I thought about getting it just because Harry Potter. I was like looking at something. I was like, this look kind of dope right here. Like, I might want to go ahead and get into this. That's the one part of our childhood that I missed.
Right. Oh wow.
Like for real, because I was into. I guess because like I was intimidated by the books, and I love like anything dealing with like knights and and all that stuff. But I never got into it. But thank you, Jay, confirmation right there.
Yeah, that's man. I put everybody onto that. Everybody loved it. No one said anything bad. But other than that, though, like I play 2K a lot. Call of Duty.
Talk on this one.
I play a lot of 2K. Me and my homies. Like I got like 10 different builds. They all 90 plus, 99 and stuff. So I'll be addicted to that every now and then. But yeah, just right now it's the Harry Potter game, 2K, Madden, Spider-Man. Can't leave that out. Like I still play that every now and then too. Like
yes,
no matter how many times I beat it, it still feels good to play it. Like
this guy's a gamer. Yeah, I like it. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Tell us about Chicago. Like, coming to the city, like what is the must go to spots that you would tell anybody that comes to Chicago to visit?
Anything pizza, anything deep dish. That's the spots. Like my favorite and my girl's favorite is Giordano's. They have the best deep dish. Downtown, the Water Tower. Water Tower isn't what it used to be, but it's still a nice attraction to go to for tourists and everything like that. And of course, the Bean and the plays. The plays out here, like the Chicago Theater, that's a spot. That is a spot to go to. Like nice. Seriously,
for real. Okay, that's dope, man. So when I went, you was right about what's the name? Because I got a deep dish. It was right down the street from the It was right down the street from the hotel that we all met at for the cast. And bro, so when I got the pizza, like the lady, she came out to me and my uncle was there, and my uncle didn't put me on game. I just want to get it because I was like, okay, get a deep dish. And so the lady was like, okay, you want like a single slice or you want the whole thing? And I was like, I with my chest out with confidence, bring the whole thing here. And she said, you're not from here, are you? I said, man, bring it here. I'm gonna eat all of it. She set that plate down, and I'm like, I ain't gonna finish this, bro. It was good, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna finish this, man.
Yeah. One slice is the rule. Always one slice. And the second one, take it home. Eat it for lunch the next day.
You know what's so crazy is, people that are not from Chicago, so they're not used to certain things in Chicago, like the pizza and this and that and the third. This is funny, right? Justin Fields is the Chicago Bears quarterback. So he recently got on like an interview. Someone was talking to him, and he said that I wish Chicago had a dome stadium because it's hard for me to throw in the cold. And I'm listening to these sport analyst guys, and they like, why he had to go say that? Like, they about to trade him during the draft. It's like, it's Chicago. What else do you expect? Like, in Chicago, Green Bay, it's going to be cold. And everybody say the same thing. They say that Chicago cold is so different from any other cold.
It is. It is. I stay in Indiana, but I'm close to Chicago. So whenever I go, I'll be like, this looks different, like from Indiana. Like Indiana cold, cool. But you go to Chicago, nah. So I get what you said when he said that. I actually listened to that interview too. That's crazy he said that. And I was like, I don't blame him for saying it because it's so true. Like you can't feel your fingers. Like that's how bad it is. When it get cold, it's bad. But yeah, Chicago cold is different. It's different.
Yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. Y'all just stay in Chicago with that, because every time when it gets cold in Texas, they go, hey, this ain't nothing. We in Chicago. This ain't nothing. And we all out here closing schools down.
He's out here right now. We like, oh my God.
Well, we shutting it down. In Houston, we shutting it down.
Straight up, man. It's ridiculous, bro. I'm telling you. Let any ice hit the highway, whatever. They will block
down
everything.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. Like, my old supervisor, he from Chicago. And he was telling me about y'all got black ice or something like that or something. And like he was saying that if somebody in Chicago walking down the street and people are just falling, they're not helping nobody up because you see it all the time. You just straight up just keep walking, just
Yeah.
like you see what it is. And when I was
Yeah.
out there too, y'all told me, you were saying, James, you came here at the right time because it was not like extra cold that weekend. So I was like, oh, bro, I went to the beach, bro.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah.
I swear, I was like, this dude don't know what it is out here. Like, you missed it by a week, bro. Like, you wouldn't be thinking about no beach.
He went to a beach. He went to the beach.
Dude, it was funny because I said, yeah, because Jay was like, hey, what all have you done? I said, went here and get some pizza. I said, I went to the beach. It was really nice. And he's like, you went to the beach? And I'm like, yeah, it was pretty nice. He's like, you know how cold it was? Oh, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. So, next question, man. So, we know that you were in the dark comedy called was The Immigrants?
Yeah, Immigrants. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. Share what you can share about that. The Immigrants, because we haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I can't share too much of it because I signed an NDA and everything. But
Right.
it's a really nice dark comedy. The director made it off of something that happened to him personally in his life when he was at the barber shop, and the barber was basically like, "I don't cut your kind of people hair." So that's where the dark humor comes from. Makes it a comedy and everything like that. But man, like every cast member was so cool. Like the story is really, 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 really grounded and really funny. And it has a good message in it too. That's where the dark part comes from a little bit. Like, yeah, we're laughing and stuff like that, but there's really a darkness behind this. Like, why are we really talking about this? Like, people are still being racist and everything like that. No matter if you're black, he's not black. He's literally I forgot his nationality, but he's not black. So it happens to everybody, not just us and everything like that. So it was when he told me the story, because we sat down on like a little 10-minute break, and he pulled me aside. He told me why he, casted me, everything like that. He was like, "You're the only person that did it how I wanted the person to do it." And he was like, "That's why I casted you." And that made me feel good too. And then he was telling me like, "I really want this to open a lot of people's eyes up." Like, he was getting emotional and everything. And I love directors like that. Not that I don't want that to happen to everybody, but when it hits home like that and you care so much, that means a lot to me, because that means you care about the story, you care about us as actors and everything like that. You want everything to be right and everything to be told the way it's supposed to be told, nothing hidden. So it's good. They're finishing editing everything right now. I know it's supposed to be streaming sometime in March, might be the middle end of March. So we're still getting confirmation on that, but the trailer is coming. Probably the beginning of March, the first week. That's what it's looking like.
Okay. Let me ask, what has been like the biggest challenge that you've faced as an actor? Like, what's been the most challenging thing for you?
That's a good question. I would say, honestly, I would say two. The first one is not knowing how you did. That's like that really drives me crazy. When I first started this in 2021, I didn't know that part. Like, all this self-taping and stuff like that. I'm used to going in rooms and audition and stuff like that. So knowing that we have to self-tape and send it off to basically a vault, and not knowing if people looked at it or they like you or anything like that, like, that drove me crazy. Like, I really felt like I was having anxiety attacks when I first started. So as I got, used to everything, knowing the business and everything like that, that's kind of subsided. So I'm not really worried about that, because one thing I noticed, if a casting director keep calling you in, they seen your stuff, they love your work, they just found the right role for you. That's how I look at it now. It puts me at ease. The second thing is trying to get ahead. That's like trying to get ahead, because you feel like, me personally, I feel like I put in a lot of work, a lot of hours into my craft, studying, doing my own content and everything like that. And you see everybody else, and that's where the comparing comes up. It's so hard not to compare yourself to where everybody else is. But that's where the grounded part comes into play, where you have to stay grounded, like, understand, like, That's their path. You have your own path. So
Mhm.
try not to compare yourself and just try not to worry about if they like you or not. I would say that's the biggest two things for me.
Now you was in Chicago PD and
Mm-hmm.
Powerful Force. Tell us about your
Mm-hmm.
experience on both shows.
Two different, very different. Um, PD was since it was my first one. I was wet behind the ears, so I didn't really know too much what to do.
Hmm.
Just looking at everything, everything was moving so fast for me because I was trying to live in the moment, but it was like
Right.
happening so fast. It was like I'm trying to look at this, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to talk to the director and everything like that. The experience was really, really good. The cast was fun. Um, the whole experience was good, but Power, that was different. It felt different, maybe because I'm a fanboy of it.
Yeah.
But also, a lot of my guys, Chris D. Lawson, that's my mentor. He's the main character on there too. And just knowing that, he was pushing for me to, be on the show and everything like that. He was always telling me like kill every audition, all that stuff like that. It meant more, I would say. And then when I
Right.
got to set, it just felt like family. Like I'm cool with the director still. Her name is Shooter. She's directed Snowfall, Power, The Shy, a lot. P Valley. She's directed a lot of things, and
Hmm.
like me and her really connected. She was just like, be yourself, and it felt good. It felt at home, and then she actually added more scenes for me. That was the crazy part. Like
That's dope.
that like really
Hmm.
made me feel like I'm I'm feeling like I'm noticed. Like you seeing my
Yeah.
work and everything like that. That
Right.
felt good. Um, just the whole experience, man. I cherish that. Like it didn't feel like PD where it was moving too fast. I felt in the moment everything was slowing down for me, and it felt like I was supposed to be there. It just felt good. Best
That's
experience so
good.
far.
That's good.
Best set experience so far. The food though was terrible, but I ain't gonna talk about that. The food was terrible.
You mean tell me
Um,
nobody could make a deep dish run or something?
Oh man. I'm glad I ate before I went to set because if I didn't, I would have been hungry that whole day because I got to set at like 9. It was a couple of days, so every day I got to set like 9. I didn't leave till like 12 at night.
Mm.
So I
See,
always ate before.
and that's the thing that educate the people. That's the thing that they don't tell you. It don't matter what you are. You a supporting actor, leading role, background. You're gonna be there
All day.
all day, and I don't care what that time say. What 9 to 5? No, you're gonna be there
Nah.
all day, and you might get some chips and some candy and a
Bro.
high
Now if
C
you
punch.
right, if you're an A-list actor, you're gonna have your own. They're gonna have your food right for you. They're gonna ask you what you want. But
Yes.
if you ain't an A-list actor, you're gonna get
Uh-uh.
what they give you. Like
Bro.
man, the best food I had so far was on PD. Immigrants, their food, because of the nationality, I didn't eat. So I had to wait from 7 in the morning to like 10 o'clock at night in LA time to go eat some food. So I was hungry that whole day.
Boy, you fast. You fast
Boy,
right there.
I fast for real.
You fast for real.
Bro.
That was fasting.
Man, let them know that because people you say we always get this every time. People are like, man, what y'all do? Y'all like y'all having fun? Yeah, we're having fun. Yeah, let me come on set with you. You be like, give them that look like
All
You
right,
sure
now.
you want to do? You sure you want to do this?
Right.
like that last time when it was all our friend Tashay is not here, but we was all on
Mm.
set one time for the Hip Hop Family Christmas that I posted,
Oh yeah.
and we were there from the sun was out.
Yeah,
Bro.
the sun was out.
Bro,
It was like from 5 to 5.
bro, bro, the sun was out, and that sun damn near came back up by the time we left. Like, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Dude,
crazy.
yeah,
dude. So
yeah,
I ain't been through that yet.
And it was a
bro,
party scene, so we was dancing all night, literally.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
If you ever watched
Yeah.
that movie, bro, it's that party scene. We were so tired.
I
Oh, we were
seen
so
it. I
tired.
seen it. You would think it wouldn't take that long. You feel me?
But
We'll talk about that
Yeah, we'll
behind
talk
the
about that
scenes.
off camera. There's some stuff that went on in between. But I ain't gonna
Wow, that's
say no
crazy.
name.
I ain't gonna get. We'll holler at you after camera.
You can look at your homeboy and your homegirl from the side across the like.
Yeah.
Oh man. But
That's
yeah,
crazy,
man.
man.
Yeah, dude. But that's dope. And also, congratulations to you. You just recently signed with somebody else as well. Would you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah. I'm very happy that I signed with a manager with Arcos. They've
yeah.
been nothing but great so far.
Yeah.
Like the way it happened, I went live last week to talk about it. But the way it
Yeah.
happened, I went in for a consultation to understand, like, where should I go next in my career and everything like that.
Yeah.
Literally before we're about to get off of Zoom, she said, "I want to sign you." I didn't ask. Like, I didn't go in for that. Like, she literally said, "I want to sign you. You have the look I want. You have the package, and for you to start, professionally acting the things you have booked already, I want
Yeah.
you." Basically, that's what it was. And then we were just talking about, God and everything like that. She was saying like her favorite scripture was Jeremiah 29:11. I said that's literally my first tattoo, and I said that's literally my favorite scripture. And that was my grandma, God rest her soul, her favorite scripture before she passed. And I was like, this is nothing but God. Like, literally,
Nothing.
man. Like, you can't make that up. Like, the way it happened, man, it just felt good. I'm very happy with them. They've been getting me out for a lot of stuff. I'm just ready for I told her, like, I want to be on Ghost Tariq's show. I want to be on his show, trying to get on Blue Buds because they're based in New York and LA too. But they do pretty much everything. They go all around and get you auditions. But I told her, like, look, I need that big stuff. I need that big stuff.
Yeah. That's what we all aiming for that right now, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
So because I know you mentioned that you write as well. So you have aspirations to do things behind the camera as well?
Down the line, as I get older, for sure. I would love to direct a movie, TV show. That's something I do aspire to do eventually. Because I see I have an eye for the actor and direction of where to go with, like, a story and everything like that. So definitely, yeah, that would be pretty fun. Probably like when I'm in my 40s, thinking about doing that. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. So what as far as your goals, what else you got on your goal list for this year? Because
For
it's
this
still
year,
early. Still early.
it's very early. My goal this year is to book at least one guest star, one recurring role, recurring co-star, recurring guest star. Series regular might still be in play, but pilot season, typically they already got everybody they need by end of January, end of February. So that's still a goal, but that's still pending right now. For maybe I'm gonna set that for next year. But definitely guest star, recurring, and a couple more co-stars too. That's really my goal.
What is the best advice that you have received that you still helps you to this day?
Um, I would say honestly, something that resonates with me with a lot is just be yourself and not let anybody change you. Remember where you came from.
Right.
Because I see a lot of people in the industry, they get caught up a lot and they forget, what started this. Like, that's where being grounded comes from. Like, you got to understand, like, where you came from to where you are now. That's going to continue to keep developing you and keeping you, sane in the head too, because you want to stay right mentally as well through the whole process of the whole journey. So I would say just, stay yourself and not let anything change you. No matter how big the, opportunity may be, don't let it change you. You still Jeremiah. Still Jeremiah.
Yeah. Man,
Nice.
appreciate you for that, man.
Yeah.
Man, well, this the part. Well, I hate this part, but we got to tell, I guess, that we got to wrap it up and pack it in, man. So, man, first and foremost, thank you again for joining
Oh
us,
man, no problem.
and we look forward to seeing the rest of your work. I know you got Power, you got the Immigrants, you got everything coming up.
Yeah.
Man, the sky's the limit for you, man. You're very talented, brother. I seen some of your work, and I'm looking forward to see what you do next, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot, man.
Could you tell everyone where they can follow you or find you at?
Oh yeah. Facebook, Jeremiah Latrell Caldwell. IG underscore Jada Actor underscore. Yeah, that's pretty much what I use mainly.
Okay, bet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jay, the actor, Jeremiah Caldwell, man, bro. Many blessings to you. Appreciate you again, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate y'all, man. For real.